Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Miss English Podcast. I am your host, Xochiata, and I am absolutely delighted to be sitting here in our cozy studio today.
And hello to all our listeners out there. I am Mr. Saroon. It is truly a pleasure to join you again, Xochiata. The atmosphere today feels just right for a deep dive into some very practical language.
It really does. You know, Mr. Saroon, I was thinking about our topic for today. We often focus on big grammar rules or academic writing, but what about the stuff we say every single day? The daily life English that keeps us moving from morning till night?
That is a fantastic point. Often the most natural English is the hardest to master because it is full of idioms and casual expressions. It is about how we feel and how we connect during those mundane moments.
Exactly. Like this morning, I woke up and the first thing I did was reach for my phone to hit the snooze button. I think I did it 3 times.
Only 3? You are quite disciplined. I find myself drifting back to sleep at least 4 or 5 times on a Monday. That feeling of the warm blanket versus the cold floor is a universal struggle, isn't it?
It really is. So, listeners, that's our first phrase, to hit the snooze button. It's that little button on your alarm that gives you 10 more minutes of sleep. But eventually, we have to get the show on the road.
Get the show on the road. I love that expression. It means to start an activity or a journey. For me, the day doesn't truly start until I have had my first cup of joe. That is my caffeine fix.
A cup of joe. I remember being so confused by that when I first heard it. It just means a cup of coffee. I'm more of a tea person myself, but I definitely need that morning ritual to feel human.
Rituals are important. Once I've had my coffee, I usually head out to work. This morning, the traffic was bumper to bumper. It was a nightmare.
Oh, I believe you. Bumper-to-bumper traffic is the worst. It means the cars are so close together, they're almost touching and moving very slowly. Did you listen to a podcast to pass the time?
I did. I was caught up in an audiobook. It made the commute much more bearable. Commute is another good word for our listeners. The journey you make every day to work and back.
Great word. Now, once we arrive at the office or school, we usually have to check in with our colleagues. I like to grab a quick bite before the first meeting starts. Mr. Saroon, do you usually eat breakfast at home or on the go?
Usually on the go. I'll pick up a pastry or a sandwich. If I'm running late, I might skip it entirely, though my stomach usually growls at me by 10 o'clock.
Mine too. And then comes the mid-morning slump. That's when you feel a bit tired and lose focus. I usually need a quick walk to clear my head and get my energy back up.
That is a healthy habit. In the afternoon, things usually pick up pace. I find myself swamped with emails and phone calls. Swamped like being in a marsh, but instead of water, it's paperwork.
I love that imagery. Being swamped or snowed under, it means having way too much work to do. When I feel that way, I have to prioritize my tasks. I make a to-do list and start checking things off one by one.
You are very organized, Xochiata. I tend to play it by ear sometimes, which means I decide what to do as the situation develops rather than following a strict plan. But that can be stressful.
It can be, but sometimes playing it by ear is necessary when things crop up unexpectedly. Now, let's talk about the end of the day. My favorite part is when I finally wrap things up at the office.
Yes, wrapping things up, finishing the last few tasks and closing the laptop. Then comes the evening rush. I usually have to stop by the grocery store on my way home.
Curiously, what is on your typical grocery list? Are you someone who sticks to the list or do you impulse buy?
I am definitely an impulse buyer. If I see a new type of chocolate or a fresh loaf of bread, it ends up in my cart before I even realize it. My pantry is full of things I didn't know I needed.
I am exactly the same. I go in for milk and come out with 3 bags of snacks. But once I get home, I love to unwind. For me, that means curling up on the sofa with a good book or binge watching a series.
Binge watching. That's a very modern daily life expression. Watching many episodes of a show in one sitting. It's a great way to switch off from work mode.
It really is. And then finally, it's time to hit the sack. Another way to say go to bed. I try to get a good night's sleep so I can do it all over again tomorrow. It sounds like a full day, doesn't it? But these small phrases, hit the sack, unwind, swamped, they are the threads that sew our conversations together. They make our English sound natural and fluent. They really do. To all our listeners, don't be afraid to use these expressions. Try saying I'm swamped instead of I'm busy next time you're at work. It adds so much flavor to your speech.
Absolutely. Language is a living thing. It is meant to be felt and shared. We hope these daily life snippets help you feel more confident in your everyday interactions.
We are almost out of time for today. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Saroon. It has been an absolute joy chatting with you about our daily routines.
The pleasure was all mine, Sochiata, and thank you to everyone listening. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep enjoying the journey of learning.
Well said. Don't forget to tune in next time for more tips and stories. Until then, stay curious and keep learning. This is Sochiata and Mr. Saroon signing off from Miss English Podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.